Hello, welcome to Conservative Radio. I'm Daniel Levesque, your host.
That still just cracks me up. Raving conservative radio. This is a camera, not a radio. This is a radio. It's got a little antenna thingy, which most cameras don't have. Got little dial thingies to choose bands. It's got a little dial thingy to tune in a particular frequency. Radio, not camera. Cameras are not radios.
What I want to talk about right now is the simple fact that, in spite of common perception, there is nothing in science that threatens any Christian's faith in God.
It is the nature of faith to not be threatened by reality.
If that Christian has a brain in his head. Let us take for a moment and just assume that the Big Bang happened, and abiogenesis happened, and evolution happened.
One does not need to assume that the Big Bang happened, or assume that abiogenesis happened, or assume that evolution happened and happens. All three are observed facts. We know these things happened because they must have happened, and in the case of the Big Bang and evolution, we can see those two are still happening. Assumption not required.
Happened. Okay, God did it. All that stuff happened, and that's how God chose to make the universe and everything it can.
Okay, we can say the gods used the Big Bang and abiogenesis and evolution to create things. Now what? Does that add anything to our understanding of the universe? No.
After all, to God, a day is as 1,000 years, 1,000 years is a day, he exists outside time. It's really, really easy to sit there and say, okay, so the days of creation are apparently are representative of a work period rather than a literal day.
One day equaling 1,000 years is a biblical concept. Here we go away from gods or a god, and we go into the Bible. This is only a problem if one considers the Bible to be a god. People can believe in science and reject the Bible because the Bible has jack shit to do with any gods, and still believe God or a god or the gods created the universe and every life on earth and everywhere else in the universe. Bible, God or gods, totally different things entirely.
I mean, that's what I used to say all the time. And many years I said that.
Yes, Daniel Levesque is just so cutting edge among his peers. He's only about 300 years behind what other people have said.
Yeah, the idea of these theories in science being threatening to Christianity is just ludicrous.
Wait a minute, now he's talking theories in science and not observed natural phenomenon. First he started talking about the Big Bang, abiogenesis, and evolution. Now he's talking about their theories. Why change the subject?
Which makes it all the more amusing that atheists use these theories as a means of trying to convert people to atheism.
Huh? Atheists convert people to atheism? I don't get it. How does one person convince another person to lack belief in the gods? Belief is not subject to intellect. It is something that happens to a person. One doesn't choose to believe or disbelieve belief in the gods. Convert to atheism? Makes no sense.
It's as if they don't understand that the way that God made something has no bearing on the existence of God.
I've often found it I have often found it odd that people who believe in the gods love to say what the gods do and don't do, and what the gods did and do not did. That's right, do not did. What the gods feel, what they think, and all that shit. Why do they insist that they must attribute traits and behaviors to their gods? You would think that's blasphemy or something.
Or perhaps they do, because that's why they are so rapidly opposed to intelligent design. Because intelligent design says, okay, Big Bang happened, abiogenesis happened, evolution happened, and it all happened because God made it happen that way.
Somehow Daniel Levesque did not get the memo. When you're talking about intelligent design, you're not supposed to mention the gods. Don't say it's the gods that did it. It's the designer, not any god. Yo, Daniel, read the fucking memo. Don't say God.
Way. Okay, what's your problem? These are people conceding everything you want and just saying, yeah, that's how God made it.
Scientists' problem with adding the gods is there is no reason to. As soon as a reason for adding the gods is discovered, scientists will add the gods to science. It is that simple. Intelligent design creationism does not have any evidence at all to sway scientists to add gods to science. Also, how does one add gods to science? What does it give us?
What's your problem? Oh, that's right. You hate God.
No, scientists do not hate the gods. Scientists just merely exclude the gods from science because there's no evidence to add the gods to science. I should also note that surveys still show that the majority of scientists do believe in the gods. In Western countries, the majority of scientists believe in the Christian gods. In Middle East, the majority of scientists believe in the Muslim gods. In Israel, the majority of scientists believe in the Jewish God, or gods. Scientists do not hate the gods any more than they hate Santa Claus, or leprechauns, or Tooth Fairy, or unicorns, or compassionate conservatives.
You don't want to leave any room for God because you want to convert as many people to atheism as possible. Silly me to think for a minute that you would just accept people who accept your scientific beliefs.
Silly you for believing that we are going to accept imaginary playmates in science without any evidence for doing so. As soon as there is evidence that gods exist, scientists will cheerfully and immediately, well, tentatively, embrace that evidence. Okay, where's the fucking evidence?
Although for a different reason than you do. Wow.
Okay, I see I'm running out of YouTube space time. I'm only allowed 10 minutes. Anyone interested in the last 35 seconds of Daniel's video, please go take a look at it and check it out.